Well, I've been looking into this. It seems like there are four stages of life in the Vedic thought. I know the first one is the student. We are learning to discipline the mind, preparing our foundation. And then the second stage is the householder, where you build family, wealth, responsibility, a place to take your karma, and make it real in the world. A place where most of us get stuck as the householder. And then the third stage is the forest dweller, meaning slowly detaching. And then the fourth stage is the sannyasi, the renunciation, the dropping
Mm.
of all masks and attachments. I don't know. It seems like we just need to find balance over a lifetime, but it's all in stages. So,
Yeah, so let's go through all four like we always
uh,
do.
okay. The first stage is the student, where we are learning to discipline the mind and preparing the foundation.
Yeah, so when you become the student, you're kind of feeling your way around in the dark. You're kind of seeing how this spiritual tradition, this spiritual practice, being a yogi kind of works. So you're absorbing a lot of literature, seeing what practices really work for you, and kind of building your sadhana in your daily life. So you see what really works the best for you. So, yeah, we've all started from the first stage as a student, but as a student, just keep going. And no matter what this world throws at you, navigate it and have the tools in your toolbox to really navigate this Maya delusional world. But yeah, as a student, you kind of collect knowledge, collect wisdom, and you start cultivating your own sadhana, your own spiritual practice, and you start getting clues to how to practice yoga and how to integrate it into your daily life. So I like one of our members, Tony, said, every winner was once a beginner. So we all start from zero. It's happened to everybody. No one was woke up enlightened. Well, I guess there were some people in India who have
Yeah.
woken up. It's a rarity, you know. So we all have to start from zero. But when you have the thirst and love for Kriya yoga or any spiritual tradition, you never work a day of your life because you love what you do. So if you have a love for Kriya yoga and you start as a student where we all started, then it becomes a blissful path, you know? And if you don't know where to start being a student, all you have to do is go to freekriyayogamasterclass.com, join our group, and we have beginner mini courses to give you some framework and a step-by-step roadmap. And once you master that, if you want to join us at the Kriya Yoga Masterclass, Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Namaste. I'm Ved Guru Dev, and today I'm going to share a proven spiritual system that's already helped thousands experience deep transformation. When you join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, here's exactly what you'll get. Weekly deep dive classes, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bi-monthly Holy Fire Yagna ceremonies to clear energetic blocks. Weekly satsangs and Q&A Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instant access to over 200 plus on-demand classes on asanas, pranayama, mantra japa, and meditation. Direct VIP access to me for daily mentorship and support. This is not just information, it's direct transmission, guidance, and transformation. Thousands have already said yes to the Kriya Yoga path. And if you're here now, something inside you is ready to. Click the Join Now button below, choose your membership, and begin your journey to inner freedom today. See you inside the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. When you find your spiritual home, like if you like our YouTube channel, like Jay Close said, then you have family, and it's easier to navigate being a student. So yeah, we all started as a student. Every winner was once a beginner.
Beginner.
Me included. So yeah, don't beat yourself up about it. Don't think about it. Just put one foot in front of the other, because we all started from zero. So if I could do it, you definitely could do it. So I would recommend everybody start as a student and then upgrade to the next question.
Well, the second stage is the householder, where you build family, wealth, responsibility, a place where you take your karma and make it real in the world, a place where most of us get stuck.
Yeah, so my guru used to say we have 1 foot in the world and 1 foot out of the world. We're in the world, but not of the world. So this takes a lot of practice, because when you raise your frequency and you become spiritual, then people who haven't raised their frequency can't relate to you anymore, and they get scared. They feel like they're losing you to your spiritual practice. But if you hold a meditative, mindful state 24 hours, everything becomes your spiritual practice. The way you raise your children is a spiritual practice. The way you integrate with your children is a meditative, mindful practice. The way you do everything is a meditative, mindful practice. So my guru used to say anybody can meditate in a cave, anybody can meditate in the forest, but the real mastery comes when you integrate it into your daily life and you become a householder and you use these yogic kriyas to help you navigate this Maya delusional world, help you come from a place of love when you interact with your children, or you interact with your family, or you interact with your job. So when you integrate these practices, many yogis have been a great householder, but this takes a higher consciousness, because usually your significant other doesn't understand your spiritual practice, and they think you're wasting your time. So it creates some friction. But if you have the right mindset, when you're a householder, you can navigate it. You're not attached to most of the things that other householders are attached to, and you don't have any expectations. You just let it happen the way it happens. But it takes a lot of practice, being a householder, because those non-spiritual people
Yeah.
like to push your buttons, hit you below the belt, get under your skin and dance around, and they're going to test you for sure. My
Yeah.
case included, right? But if you have the mindset that it doesn't matter what other people think about your spiritual practice, it's between you and Babaji, or it's between you and God, then you won't really need approval or permission from anybody to do your spiritual practice. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. That's all I need. It's between me and God. If you don't approve, or you think it's stupid, or you think I
Mhm.
worship false idols, it doesn't matter. It's not meant for you to understand.
Yeah.
It's a clear connection to God. It's between me and God. So yeah, it takes some work. It takes some practice, but all these things take a little bit of practice. But you'll begin to have the right mindset you'll welcome problems, you'll welcome mountains to climb. And if somebody in your family tries to get under your skin and dance around and make you feel less confident, that you're wasting your time with this spiritual practice, you should focus your time 100% on being a householder, you have the tools to overcome it. Like, it's between me and God, and if you don't understand, it's perfectly fine. I need pluses in my life. I don't need minuses, right? So if you really support me, you'll support my spiritual practice. And that comes with being a householder. But this is a tough thing when householders raise their consciousness and the other householder doesn't. It's hard to relate. Let's say it like that. Dogs don't relate to cats, and cats don't relate to dogs.
Yeah. Different
So
species.
different species. So, like, if you're lucky enough to find somebody on that higher frequency that aligns with you, then look at that as a true blessing. But most of the times, me included, we're not that lucky. So yeah, it's possible to be a householder. It just takes some mastery, but there's
Yeah.
many opportunities. Wait till you get out in the world and you say, you know, look what I bought today. I bought a huge statue of Shiva. What do you think? You're crazy as hell.
Like, you're not sharing my excitement for this?
So yeah, it takes a lot of inner mastery to overcome, you know. And in my case, my significant other is like, when she calls me, it's like, you still meditating? You still got those stupid statues in your yard? Yes.
Yep.
Lost your mind, you know. But it's not meant for other people to understand. It's only meant for you to understand. So yeah, it takes a lot of practice to be a householder and walk the spiritual path, but it's possible. I'm doing it. Many great yogis have done it. Lahiri Messiah, many yogis. So, you know, in the world, but not of the world. Have that as your mantra and your affirmation. Namaste. I'm Vedguru Dev, and today I'm going to share a proven spiritual system that's already helped thousands experience deep transformation. When you join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, here's exactly what you'll get. Weekly deep dive classes, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bi-monthly Holy Fire Yagna ceremonies to clear energetic blocks. Weekly satsangs and Q&A, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instant access to over 200 plus on-demand classes on asanas, pranayama, mantra japa, and meditation. Direct VIP access to me for daily mentorship and support. This is not just information, it's direct transmission, guidance, and transformation. Thousands have already said yes to the Kriya Yoga path. And if you're here now, something inside you is ready to. Click the Join Now button below, choose your membership, and begin your journey to inner freedom today. See you inside the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass.
Well, the third stage is the forest dweller, meaning slowly you are detaching.
Yeah, so the forest, there are no distractions. There are nothing to look at. So it gives you the chance to go inside you as you, right? And realize that all these things you cling to and all these things you are hoarding, all these emotions, all these identities, all these conditioning don't serve you when you go inside yourself as yourself. You begin to see, like, I am not my car. I am not my bank account. I am not my country. I am not my religion. I am not my skin tone. I am not my flag. I am not my football team. So you start detaching and shedding all these identities, all these conditionings that you've hoarded your whole life, and you start letting them go. Because when you're in the forest, you have no choice but to go inside you as you and do your own inner work. So once you do your inner work, you start purifying all these identities and all these conditionings and all these distractions that you're holding on to. And you start taking those rocks out of your backpack. Wonder what Donald Trump's eating for dinner? Goodbye. You know? Wonder what Kim Kardashian wore to the Grammys? Goodbye. Wonder who won the football match? Goodbye. You know? Wonder where Joe Biden went? Goodbye. You know?
Yeah.
Goodbye. Goodbye. I wonder what Three Eye Atlas is doing right now? Goodbye. You know? So you start looking for the opportunity to throw rocks at your backpack. You know? All these things that are weighing you down. And then when you have no rocks in your backpack, you take that backpack and throw it away too.
Yeah.
Traveling light, my friend, you know, which will be the next question, which is sannyasi.
Yes. And the final stage, the fourth stage, the sannyasi, the renunciation, the dropping of all masks, all attachments. Yes.
Yeah. So when you become a sannyasi, a renunciate, you travel very light. You have no baggage, right? You have no attachments. You don't even see your body as an attachment, you know, and you start to see the whole world as Maya, right? My guru used to always say Maya. My guru was a sannyasi, right? A renunciate. So Maya, it's all Maya, it's all Maya, 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 right? So you stop identifying with anything and you detach from everything. You only travel with the clothes on your back, you know, and some light puja materials. You don't even care about money. You don't care about food. You don't care about nothing. You're just walking the spiritual path. Where you don't even care where you're going. We're walking around. There've been many times we've been in the Himalayan mountains. We don't even know where we're walking. We're walking that way, and we collect other people on the spiritual path, all spiritual traditions. So, you stop trying to make sense of stuff and stop trying to figure stuff out, and you stop getting in your own way, and you just let it happen the way it happens, and you detach from everything. Like, you have the affirmation, I am not this body, I am not this mind, neti, not this. I am not none of this, right? I'm just traveling light on the spiritual path, renunciating everything, right? I renunciate the Maya delusional world. I renunciate going to work, getting a job. I renunciate the government. I renunciate everything, right? The only thing that matters in my life is my direct connection to God, That is important. Traveling light on the divine flight, So I renunciate everything, because I
Yeah.
am a sannyasi, and I think that's a beautiful path. And I've always respected the sannyasis, the agoris, the swamis, the sadhus. When you go to India, you just see them walking around. And if you went to them and asked them where they're going, they're like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm walking
Yeah.
around, I'm wandering the Himalayan mountains. So I always respected that path because they didn't care about anything and they weren't attached to anything. They only the clothes on their back, you know what I'm saying? And they even looked at their physical body like changing clothes also, right? Not the body, not the mind, neti, letting go of all, none of this serves me. None of this is coming with me into the afterlife or when I ascend, right? I'm traveling light, I I had the thought I came in the world naked, and when I ascend, I'll go in the world naked, right? Like,
Yeah.
why are you wearing clothes in afterlife? You're right. I don't need this. What do
Yeah.
I need this for? My soul is untainted. It is unaffected. It is immaculate. It is perfect the way it is, right? So yeah, so detach and renunciate as much as you can, But that is a stream pass, The gories, they sleep in cemeteries sometime. They're a stream detached, right? They don't wash. They want no one to come around them because they're doing their inner work. So this takes a lot of inner mastery, but this is the highest path where you don't care about other people's perception, other people's judgment. You renunciate it all, right? So indirectly they do things so no one comes around them, so they're scared of them. I think they even make up these stories about cemeteries. I've never verified it. When I
Yeah.
met a gory, he wasn't in no cemetery. So these are probably made up stories, so you leave them alone, right? You're scared of them, but I'm not scared of them. I enjoy their energy. I like it, and they're
Yeah.
actually
Beautiful.
surprised when I sit next to them. I like it. They're like, you're not scared of me, or you know you're not frightened by my appearance and my long hair and my dreadlocks or my smell or whatever. I said, no, I think it's a beautiful path. It's a good reminder of the inner work I should do. So I hope one day to join the Agoris or join the sannyasis and be a renunciate. When my
Yeah.
job is done in the Maya delusional world, I'll be returning home.
Yeah.
And that is probably a path that I would like to take up, a sannyasi,
Yeah.
right? But in the world, but not of the world at this point. But we'll see what tomorrow holds.
Yeah. Be light as a feather. Oh, where was I? Oh, Darren Carter was saying that he plays the videos at work, and then I get some funny looks off of customers when you start chanting. It makes me laugh. I love it. Oh.
Yeah, when if you happen to be driving in Thailand and you pull up next to a light next to me, I'm really chanting, right?
Yeah.
I got my windows down. I'm really like vibrating the bija mantra and the sound syllables. So people come up to me and they give me a funny look, like, "The hell's wrong with this guy? This guy's crazy." And I give them a funny look. You don't know Shiva? Shame on you, right?
Yeah.
Om Namah
Namah Shivaya.
Shivaya. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. peace, blessings to you. You know, usually the light turns green and they speed away, right?
Yeah, they're
Well,
like,
okay,
what the
you
heck
know,
was that?
stay in love with the chain and enslaves you, right? Ignorance is bliss. Have a nice day. I salute you.
Yeah.
You know.
Ah, J. Clo says, I love reading about the gurus of India, but I have faith in Jesus. That's where I get confused. But I love the message of Yogananda. Me too. That's
Yeah, there's
beautiful.
nothing to be confused about the message of Jesus. If you go to Lake Shrine SRF in Pacific Palisades in California, they have a very big picture of Jesus, right? They have they have 6 ascended masters. Let me see. Babaji, Yogananda, Lahiri Messiah, Yukteswar, Krishna, and Jesus. Yeah, so we love Jesus. We love Christ consciousness. So there's no division, right? I told a story before when I went to Hyderabad, where Hyderabad Baba's from, and his ashram. They had a tree in the middle of the raging river, and they called it Yeshua's tree. In our tradition, we call Jesus Yeshua, right? Which is his traditional name. And my guru said, I go, why is that tree in the middle of the river and there are no trees around? And he goes, that's Yeshua's tree. I go, what do you mean, Jesus? Like, why do they call it Jesus's tree, Yeshua's tree? They say, because when he came to India, that's where he meditated. And I said, okay, I want to see. So I asked my guru if he wanted to go. The only way to get there was swim there, you know, in the raging river. So I asked my guru. He's an older man, so he said he didn't want to go, and I was like, okay, if you show me Yeshua's tree, I'm going to it. I don't care how much the river is, and so I swam out to the river. I passed it a couple times, and I realized I had to go way out and kind of navigate myself, steer myself to the island. But I eventually got there, and I have to say it did have nice Yeshua energy. So in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, every Christmas, we have a big Yeshua celebration. So we have a mantra for Yeshua, and we look at Yeshua as our yogic brother. So there is no division between Kriya Yoga and Yeshua. He is our yogic brother, you know? So we respect his teachings, and we respect him wholeheartedly. And like I said, in the Kriya Yoga tradition, he's one of the big pitchers on the main stage with all the other Kriya Yogis. So we look at him as a Kriya Yogi too. And if you ask me, in my opinion, him and Babaji are working together to uplift humanity. So I love Yeshua wholeheartedly, you know? He's the greatest. So there is no division. Just because you practice Kriya Yoga, when you practice Kriya Yoga and you practice Christ consciousness, you are aligning yourself with Yeshua, you know, with Jesus. So there is no division between loving Jesus and practicing Kriya Yoga. They are one of the same, for sure. So align yourself in Christ consciousness as much as possible. And you are definitely a Kriya Yogi, because Yogananda, Yukteswar, Lahiri Messiah, all these ascended masters, they all practice Christ consciousness, and they all praise the glory of Yeshua, of Jesus. So there is no division. Because you love Jesus, you cannot be a Kriya Yogi. Wrong. If you love Jesus, you are a Kriya Yogi. I would definitely say. But we align ourselves in Christ consciousness. We do the inner work, you know. So we're less attached to the stories of Jesus, and we're more attached to the teachings of Jesus and the path that he laid. So yeah, I would definitely say, if you love Jesus, we love you. If you love Babaji, we love you. You love Mataji, we love you. You love Yogananda, we love you. So there is no division between Christ consciousness and Kriya Yoga. It is the same. Do you ever feel alone on your spiritual journey, looking for real soul connections? Make real soul connections with real spiritual people worldwide. Go to soulender.com. Want to master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga and finally experience real inner transformation? Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. Resonating with his spiritual calling? hit subscribe and watch all of our daily Kriya Yoga videos on our YouTube channel at VedGuruDev. And keep your inner light shining bright every day and click the related video right here.